Okay, so in this Genie now, I'm going to tell a story where the moral of the story is that you can't make sales if you don't ask or make an offer. So, who's the main character in this? Is me, Jim Edwards. Context: I was at a major marketing event. I ran into a bunch of my customers at this event. We were all having a great time. They were all telling me how much they enjoy my books and my training. So the conflict came when the event promoter made a $25,000 offer to the crowd. A couple hours later, one of my customers came up to me and said they had bought. I was actually upset because they had spent that much money with someone else instead of me. Climax: how did everything come to a head? I'm actually going to move this down here to the climax. It was for a program similar to one I was planning on creating. Closure: I went into a real funk and was not pleasant to be around. Finally, one of my team members said, "Did you make her an offer?" I slapped my head and realized nobody was to blame for them spending money with someone else. Nobody but me was to blame. So conclusions. Now, this is the lesson I want people to take away from this, but it's also the moral of the story. You do not make 100%. Where the heck's the percent of the sales you don't ask for. If you don't make an offer and you don't invite people to buy, they will buy with someone, or they will buy from someone else. All right, what kind of story do I want to tell? It's going to be a cautionary tale. It's going to be in the first person because it's my story. My avatar in this case is an entrepreneur. Actually, no, it's a coaches, speakers, authors, and entrepreneurs. And the big result they want right now, my ideal customer really wants to make a lot more sales in your business. So I'm going to save this. And I'm going to click build. And now we have a couple options. We'll tell our 6C story, and then down here, we will tell the 6C story targeted directly to the avatar. So we'll look at this one. I couldn't believe my luck when I ran into a bunch of my customers at a major marketing event. We were all having a great time. They were all telling me how much they enjoyed my books and training. It felt good to be appreciated, and I was basking in their compliments. But then the event took an unexpected turn. The promoter made a $25,000 offer to the crowd for a program similar to the one I was planning on creating. A couple hours later, one of my customers came up to me and said they had bought it. My first reaction was surprise, followed by a pang of jealousy. How could they spend that money with someone else instead of me? I never even used the word jealousy up there. I went into a real funk and was unpleasant to be around. Finally, one of my team members said, "Did you make her an offer?" It was then that I slapped my head and realized that nobody but me was to blame for them spending money with someone else. I had made the mistake of not making an offer to my customer. I had taken their loyalty for granted, assuming they would naturally come to me for their needs. But the truth was, I hadn't invited them to buy, and as a result, they bought from someone else. In the end, I learned a valuable lesson. You do not make 100% of the sales you don't ask for. If you don't make an offer and you don't invite people to buy, they'll buy from someone else. I vowed to never make this mistake again, and from that point on, I made sure to actively engage with my customers and invite them to take part in my programs. It was a hard lesson, but one that ultimately made me a better marketer and business owner. That's pretty good. And this one down here, I'm not going to worry about reading it, but if I was going to use it, I'd read that one too, make the decision. Here's a hook. I lost $25,000 in sales by making one crucial mistake. My customers betrayed me and spent thousands with my competition. Holy crap, that's a good one too. So anyway, that is how you use the 6C story Genie to create a story that you can use to give context and meaning to virtually anything you would do in sales.